incredible. Absolutely remarkable. Eclipsed only by the Great Wall of China. And it's a full moon, I think. Looks pretty full to me. Wow, looks great. I love it. Wow, look at my hair. Huh. Well, what are you going to do? When you don't care, well, you don't care. But I do care. I care. I do. I do. I've got to start caring more. Start caring more and stop giving a shit less. That's my new goal. Yes, indeed. So, I have this thing I want to talk about. You know, it's like one of those moments like, where were you when Kennedy was shot? Well, nobody remembers that except people my age, But we have this thing that's happening right now in the United States. And it's one of those, where were you when this happened moments? Well, not exactly, but. But something very, very interesting has happened. And I'm going nuts on the painting. But it's real interesting what's happening. And it's really one of the fascinating things. I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable. The left has been controlling the narrative and the culture for, oh my God, decades pretty much. Long, long time. And there's something that happened that could be, looking back on it, it might be the tipping point. Now, the tipping point, I think, really was Trump getting elected. That was the major tipping point. It could be, as a matter of fact, the tipping point could have been Brexit. Brexit could have started it, but for sure, when Trump got elected, that kicked it into high gear. But there's something that is going on right now that is very, very interesting. And that is that television is still a big deal. Now, I have a television. It's packed away somewhere. Actually, I've never even seen what the pictures are like on that thing. That's something I think that my brother and I bought that together down at my mom's, but I don't think it got hooked up while I was there. So I don't have a television. A lot of people have televisions. A lot of people watch television. Television is a big deal. So what's happening in television, especially for things like late night, is that it's non-stop Trump hatred. We hate Trump. We hate Trump. People are starting to not even pay attention to these things anymore, because people like Trump. People like Trump, and people like, even more than like him, they like what he's doing. So there's a big thing that just happened. Roseanne Barr is bringing back an old show from the 90s. Her Roseanne show, with the same cast pretty much, from what I gather. I didn't really watch it when it was even on TV. But I know it was a big deal then, and it's even a bigger deal now, as far as the culture goes. Because she's bucking the cultural trend that's been going on for like 20, 30 years at least. Or for however long. I don't know. And she's doing basically a pro-Trump, I think from what I'm gathering, it's like a pro-Trump TV show that just got through wiping them out in the ratings. I mean, people are freaking out. Those people that freak out about such things are freaking out because their whole narrative that everybody hates Trump isn't playing anymore. It's not true. People are fed up with it. People are fed up with all that. So I think this is basically a major, major tipping point for television, because now the TV, the executives, because there was a buddy of mine who's a writer. He told me there was a story that was Mr. Goldman of Goldman Mayer, Metro Goldman Mayer, whatever it was. Had one of his writers come in, and there had been a big movie that had just been put out, you know. And he goes, "Make me a movie just like that, except different." And so that's what they've been doing. They've been making all of these hate Trump things because for some reason, you know, in their deluded minds, they think everybody really appreciates what they do. They can't bother to look at the ratings and understand that, no, people don't like it. People are not watching your show. But they continue the process of thinking that, yeah, everybody loves it. And now Roseanne came out with her show and just killed it in the ratings. So now they're scrambling. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, it's going to gripe their ass to have to put out anything other than what they've been doing, because they've been loving the hate Trump thing, because that's who they are. It's natural for them. You know, writers have to write about stuff that, you know, that they may not particularly like, because you know, it's a show. You know, like they write for a Western even though they've never seen a horse. You know, so they got to get into it somehow. But it's like they're dyed in the wool in their hatred of Trump and their hatred of people that aren't like them. In their hatred of Trump and people that aren't like them. Because it's just a natural thing for them. But now, what are these writers going to do? Because TV shows are going to start going, they're going to start changing. Because they got to pay the bills. They got to pay the bills. They haven't been paying the bills. I guess their ratings are going down, down, down. There was a thing I saw the other day that Jay Leno would do, like, I think it was 7, like on a night he would do like 6, 7 million people would watch his show. One show. But now, on all three networks, they're only bringing in like 9 million viewers per night. For all three networks, not just one. People are starting to turn off TV because they have things like the internet. And they really started to turn off TV because they started hearing things every single night like a hammer over their head, discounting them, their personal points of view and the way that they are, the way that they live their lives, in exchange for just non-stop Trump hatred, non-stop Republican hatred, non-stop hating everything that isn't left and progressive. Well, that boat is sinking, and sinking fast. It has been sinking. It's been taking on water. But now with Roseanne coming up and having this big, huge, massive success, oh, it's going to get even worse for them. And whatever's bad for them is good for the American people. I'm Helen Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.